Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? It's good to have you here. We will be making this adorable little Circe's treat. A Circe is a southern saying, and it is just giving a little bit of something for nothing, just kind of like giving inspiration or a little treat for no reason at all. These are little mini Hershey nuggets, and they're super cute. And we are going to be making this adorable little booklet to hold them. It reminds me of those booklets that they used to have with Lifesavers when I was a kid, that you would open and they had the rolls of Lifesavers inside, but this time we have Hershey Nuggets. So let's go ahead and get started. We're using the Joyful Life stamp set. It is in the holiday mini catalog, I like to call it that, but its official name is July to December 2021 mini catalog. It is located on page 63 and it's $20. It is such a cute set. I have two other videos on this stamp set, and you can see me use the pig and the bear on the bicycle with the bunny. Today we are going to be using the hedgehog. So let's go ahead and get started. I have also paired it with this die set, so this does not have dies. I've used this small little circle here and this little flag, and this is the Tasteful Labels die set, and I really love it. So I have already die cut ahead of time to just make things a little quicker for us as we move along. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a really simple project. Hershey Nuggets are readily available. I'm going to grab some out here out of the bag, but they are readily available anywhere. These are two we're going to use today. Candy wrappers are always like so loud, you can't even hide, right, when you are trying to sneak a candy. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna stamp our little hedgehog. Here she is in Memento Black, and then we're gonna color her. So I'm gonna ink her up. We will put her about down here. There she goes, super cute. And I'm also going to stamp Season's Greetings on this little piece of paper. We can go ahead and clean, not color. We can clean our stamps here. There we go. So that is the stamping for today. All right. Let's go ahead and color our little hedgehog. She is going to be colored in dark gray granite, and I am going to start with her little body here. I'm going to follow the outline of her little, I don't know if they're called quills or pine needles or porcupine needles. I don't know what they're called. I'm not really that familiar with the technicalities of this cute little hedgehog. I just know she's adorable with her little apron on. So I'm going to go ahead and color all of the quill parts of her, but not her hands or her feet. I'll show you in a second. We're going to go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to come in with a dark crumb cake color, and I am going to actually come back over this gray, and I'm going to add a second color. Hedgehogs tend to have two kinds of colors, and this was the best way I thought to add another color into her, by going over these pieces, not solidly. I'll show you in the camera a little closer. So she's two-toned. We're going to use our light crumb cake. When you buy those Stampin' Blends, you get two in a pack, a light and a dark. So it's nice that you get the two colors and you can use them to blend with each other. So we're going to use the light crumb cake on her hands and her feet and her face. Her apron is going to be out of our light Mossy Meadow, which is green. And again, like I said, you get the light and the dark. When you purchase them, they come as a set. And the colors look dark when you first apply them, but they soak into the paper and they will lighten over time. So when we're done with this, it'll be a lot lighter than it is now. The bowl is going to be dark pumpkin pie. So I'm going to go ahead and do that bowl here. I like to outline and then color. It just makes it a little faster for me. And then I'm pretending that she has cranberries in there. So I am going to color those. This color, which is Cherry Cobbler Dark. And then the small little holly leaf, I'm using Old Olive Light for that. So let's go ahead and cut her out. I'm going to use my paper snips. There are no dies for this stamp set, but it is fairly quick to cut out. You just kind of work your way around. See, I'm halfway done already. Just takes a minute. Not too much work, right? Gonna just follow along her little quills here, like so, and then I'm gonna go around her apron. Let's go ahead and remove that to make it a lot easier for me. And there she is, all done. Cut this off here. All right. So she's ready. We're going to trim the words Season's Greetings. I'm just going to use my scissor again, and I'm going to come right along here, and I'm going to trim on each side. I'm going to come in like that. And then I'm going to come up and across the top and down. All right, so there's that. So let's go ahead and make our treat holder now. We've done all of these parts. So I'm going to go ahead and score it. And it is going to be scored in 2 sections. This piece of cardstock is our Mellow Moss, and I have chosen to cut it 4 1/8 inches by 2 1/4. Okay, so we are going to score it at 1 3/4, which is right here, and 2 3/8. So 2 and then 1, 2, 3 for the 3/8, and it kind of forms like a spine of a book. And we are going to just do that, and there are our pieces. Okay. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way, and then I will show you the really pretty paper that I am using here to put on here. Here we go. We have these 2 pieces, which are our pattern papers. We're going to use 1 solid and 1 white. Or we can do them both green. Let's do them both green this time. And we also have our belly band, which is 3/4 by 5 inches. But this piece is 1 1/2 by 2. We're going to go ahead and attach that. I'm going to use my liquid glue. And that forms our front piece here. That's the front of our book, okay? Now let's go ahead and cover these Hershey wrappers. So I'm gonna these Hershey nuggets with wrappers, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna bring this around like this, and I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive on this end right here, and then I'm gonna put some on this end. So when I put it together, it covers that nugget. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make this one green too. And we're going to put some adhesive down this piece and like this. So those are nuggets. Now we're going to go ahead and attach them into our little book that we have made. So I'm just going to flip these over and I'm going to put adhesive on the bottom of the wrapper there. And then I'm going to position it into the bottom and just hold it for a second. This one's going to go right next to it. So I'll go ahead and put that on the bottom and do the same thing so that they are side by side. Hold it for a second. And then we're going to cover it. Now we're going to belly band wrap it. So we're going to wrap this around. I'm going to start from the back. The seams are always on the front because they're covered by our little item in the front. So we don't want the back to have that seam, then you will see it. So I'm just loosely wrapping it. As you can see, I don't have it really tight, but I'm going to go ahead and put my creasing in there once I have it set up. I'm going to do on our bookbinding piece. And then on this side, we don't want it to bend that too much, so we're going to loosen it a little and have this flat and give it a crease, and then bring this forward and give it a crease right there. So there is our belly band. So now we're going to put a little bit of adhesive right here and hold that in place just for a second for it to stick down. There we go. All right, so now we're going to be using some mini dimensionals. If I can find the rest of them. Here they are. Okay, so we have our two pieces. We have this little circle and this little piece, which are going to get attached and lifted up. So I'm going to put a couple dimensionals. I'm going to put the big ones, I think, on this piece. Let's go ahead and use my Take Your Pick tool. I love that. It really helps to remove everything. And we will put it this way. Sorry, guys. I got a little crossed up. So this is going to go right here like that. Now comes our circle, and then this is going to get attached right here. So I'm going to put adhesive here on this end. And that way it's going to lay on top of that flat. And I'm going to sneak some wet adhesive underneath there to hold it in place. I got a little generous there, but that's okay. It's going to be covered up by our little hedgehog. All right, so let's start with our little hedgehog. We're going to attach her, and she's going to come this way, and she's also going to be popped up. I'm going to use one on her little bowl there. I'm going to come down her middle section. Her head kind of sticks up off of here, so we don't want to put too many on her head. And we're going to put a couple down here. That looks good. Maybe one more. All right, let's grab your Take Your Pick tool, pull the backs off of these. All right, and we're going to attach her onto this. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love her. All right, so there she is walking with her bowl. And in this section here, we're going to attach the Season's Greetings. I'm just going to put a dimensional, just one large one, I think, in this corner here. Come on. There we go. So we're going to attach that down like so. And then again, I'm going to snake some wet adhesive underneath. Just hold that in place on that one side. So there are my little Cersei candies. That one has one of each. Let's move this one. Come on, do I have it too tight? Oh my goodness, I know what I did. I didn't mean to do that. I'm like, what is going on? Let me roll that adhesive right off of there. Okay. I was like, she is stuck on there because I put this silliness instead of putting it just on my belly band. So good thing I made that mistake so that you don't make that mistake, right? So we don't want adhesive on those. We want them on the belly band only. So let's go ahead and remove this one as well. Let's put a little bit more adhesive on the belly band itself. There we go. I'm gonna put one more up there. Silly me. That happens, you know. Make mistakes, everybody does, right? Let's go ahead and glue that one to the belly band, and we'll put one here at the bottom. Just pull the back off before I stick it down, make it easier for myself. And we'll put one down here so that we have some nice, there we go. Now it will open. Silly rabbit. Okay. So that's the full green one. Now it will slide in and out very easily because I don't have it attached. Silly me. It has to be loose. So there is that one. Here is the one with the multicolored, and I hope that you have enjoyed this project. I certainly enjoyed bringing it to you and even making that mistake because it helps you that you don't make it. So here we have our two little Circes with our hedgehog. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm kind of new to YouTube, so if you don't mind helping me out, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ask your friends to subscribe too, and when you subscribe, you're going to get notifications of when I post new videos, so you can come watch the new ones. I have 3 videos on this stamp set, so check those out. Also, check out my blog. My online store is available through there. The blog is inkyhandswarmhearts.com. You can also see the link in the description below. I will link it there. And when you go there, you can access PDFs, the measurements, and more fun projects. You can also watch other videos on there. I do go live on Facebook, so you can watch those as well. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being here and watching me, and happy stamping, guys. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Have a great day.